Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Don Chorus Jørgen's routes. I know, I took a bit of a break from Don Chorus. Listen, obviously we had to read the Promises to Keep update. We have to. That's been like a long run series on this channel, as well as Chenya and Withered Lemon Alerts. So you know that every time when those three visual novels update, we have to read them. I don't make the rules, actually I do, because this is my fucking channel and I do whatever the fuck I want on here. Anyway, sorry, I get a little lightheaded every time I record. I don't know why. But anyway, we're going to continue Jørgen's route, so let's continue, shall we? So the last we left off on, we find out why Jørgen chose his career path, how he became friends with Lake, and we also learned about gravitational microreligion and how it's the reason why we can't discover any livable planets in the Andromeda Galaxy, which is the galaxy closest to us. So I love that. Oh, and also we're going to rescue Room from the snow because he's on shrooms right now. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Jørgen and I burst out into the cold again and tread snow as fast as we can, closing the gap between us and the deer. Sure enough, it's Rune. He stands upright again, hobbling towards us with his eyes half open, taking labored, stuttering breaths. The snow that cased his body falls to the ground in a fine powder as he shudders, clouding him in frost. Guys? Jørgen rushes ahead of me to Rune's side. Hey, slow down. You shouldn't move too quickly. I'm so cold. No wonder he's not even wearing a jacket. I know. You're going to be okay. Arvo is going to help you walk. Is that right? I give my best reassuring smile. Okay. With Rune's arm over my shoulder and Jørgen's paw on his back, we trudge through our own prints back to the guest house. Lick opens the door for us just as we get there, letting out a rush of warm, humid air. Oh my god, Rune, are you okay? The deer shakes his head, shedding more snowflakes onto the tile floor. What can I do? Help Arvo bring him up the stairs. I'm going to fetch Coach... Whoa, what did I say? I'm going to fetch Coach Devon. Wait, no. I'll be back. No! Lake and I jump at Rune's sudden outburst, but Jørgen doesn't flinch. Why not? It's bad enough that you saw this. Please. The bat narrows his eyes. Alright, I won't. You two, bring him up to our room. Carefully, please. Yes, sir. Sorry. Really, though, take it easy. You bet. See you there. Jørgen nods and walks off, leaving us with Rune. The stat's arms around our shoulders. Lake and I start guiding him along. Thank you both. Of course. Come on, let's get you upstairs. So, yeah, that happened. Don't tell Devin. I'm high right now. I'm like high as fuck. Okay, so we read this before, so we all know what this is happening. It's clear to see him lucid again. That scared the hell out of me. With how hard the cold hit him, he must have been out there for ages. What I still don't understand is why? Why go out there in the freezing colds? What was out there for him? Questions aside, warming him up is the bigger priority. I won't pry. You feeling any warmer, Rune? Yeah, kind of. Okay, we read this. Yes, it will take time, but we're here for you every step of the way. Just let me know if you need a refill on that tea. Thanks. Of course. I'm touched, seeing Jørgen act this gentle with someone else for the first time. Now we really ought to find you some dry clothes. I'd go get some if I were in a better state to do so. He glances down on himself. I'm not exactly decent right now. Well, who knows? Nevertheless, you're in no shape to move around that much. What if I went and got some from your room? No! And yes, we know this. Okay, so we already read this before, and every time I read the dialogue, I know I read it before, but for some reason the skip button keeps like saying it's unread text, but we know it. I've noticed this with several visual novels before, that the skip button will not skip certain text even though we read it. I don't know if that's a glitch in Rippy's system or anything, but who knows. I don't even know what to say to him. It's alright, it's not your problem, you're not my therapist. See, exactly this one line, I remember reading that. He doesn't have a therapist. He literally does not have a therapist. Okay, let me just read this one. Let me go read these lines, okay? For context, he smashed his guitar. And he told us. And also, he's not doing good right now. He just got rejected from his beta scholarship. Nothing's going right. He's hit rock bottom. It's awful. What you're going through sounds agonizing. I'm sorry. Thanks. Of course. I understand where you're coming from, but you're losing touch with reality right now. You're telling us that every door shut on you, that all your aspirations disintegrated. I mean, those are such extreme statements, aren't they? You don't even want to think about failure. I get that. I really do. But you turn it from a fact of life into this abstract black and white thing that you can use as a value judgment on your entire character. And now you think you can't be anything you want to be. A musician, a scientist, an athlete. Because you're hopeless and you can only see yourself as a failure. Whereas, if you just say that you failed at whatever it is you're stressing about, suddenly the failure isn't you. It's just something that happened. Do you see what I'm getting at? Yeah, I think so. Sorry if that was a bit much, it's just, you're so kind and compassionate to everyone but yourself. Do you really mean that? Of course. You're such a sweet guy, Rune. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, okay. Don't you think you deserve a little bit of compassion too? I guess I do. I'm sorry. I just really got caught up in all this. Aw, it's okay. We're here to help. Maybe now's a good time to consider slowing down? Like taking a break to focus on healing and self-care. That sort of thing. Yeah, maybe. I still have a lot of thinking to do. Well, you get a head start tomorrow. You're coming to lunch with us whether you like it or not. Thanks, Lake. Thank you all. Even though his voice breaks and his eyes are wet, there's such ease and relief in his smile. Without a doubt, that's no mask. Rune wraps us all in a tight hug, pulling us close to his fluffy chest. His fur is soft, and though he was freezing before, I feel warmer snuggling into him. Beneath the woody scent of the forest, he smells like jasmine. He feels sturdy, his muscles firm and defined beneath his fur. I'd have a hard time leaving this hut against his will. Not that I want to. Jørgen seems startled at first, but he settles in between Lake and I eventually, eyes closed, a content smile on his snout. You know, fur-to-fur contact is good practice for hypothermia care. I guess we better stay like this then. Works for me. Yeah, I could get used to this. We all laugh a bit, happy to be in each other's arms. Time seems to slow down, seconds cascading into minutes, as the tension, like the cold, fades away. Well then. And there we go. Lake and I set the table down by the wall again before I crouched into the nearest chair, groaning. He tastes the sea across from me. What a day. Yeah. The lion stirs the rest of his tea with a spoon, eyes fixed on the tablecloth. He's all hunched over, with one paw placed on his chin as if to keep his head from toppling to the floor. You okay? I'm fine, just a little tired. How are you doing? I don't think I even have the words for it. Relationships are like that sometimes. You feel lots of new feelings, even after having 5 partners. Relationships? What are we... Well, maybe it's too early to think about labels, isn't it? Unless... You're shaking the whole table. Only now do I notice that my lids bounced up and down like a jackhammer. Sorry. No worries. Feeling nervous? I am, that's for sure. Overthinking everything? As usual. Things are moving so fast, I can't keep up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm really worried I'll fuck some- What? No, say that again? I'm really worried I'll fuck something up and... Can I read that? And stare him away and... Arvo. Huh? You're gonna be okay, I promise. Now's not the time to think too hard about it. If there's something you want, just tell him. Really? Yeah, he lets when people are, direct with him. Guess he's too busy to stir around things. Huh. That's good to know. Thanks. Of course. Got your back. And his, too. He's my winged man when I need him. Like... And I'm his main lion. Right. That's so- I taught that. Lake, you ain't slick. You ain't slick. So, what's the plan? Making any moves tonight? I was thinking... No, never mind. It's alright, you can tell me. Ugh, I feel so bad about this. After all this pep talk, I'm just going to up and steal his roommates? Lake looks so eager, though. I guess it couldn't hurt. I was thinking of inviting Jørgen over to my room for the night. Oh! Do it. I love Light so much. What? I just want to melt and seep into the floorboards. Do it. You're okay with that? Yeah, don't worry. I just survived one night on my own, I promise. He sounds almost like he's trying to convince himself as much as me. Are you sure? Because you kind of seem a little down. He looks askance, fidgeting. Guess I'm not that great an actor. You don't have to be. If something's the matter, we can talk about it. It's okay, you can wait until tomorrow. For now, don't worry about me, okay? You can't just tell me not to worry about you. Oh. Before Lake can finish his thought, Jørgen enters. Okay, clothes retrieved, dinner delivered. How's he doing? Better, but not 100%. I'm sure he'll be back to normal in the morning. Any other activities this evening, or shall we call it a night? Lake winks and gives me a quick thumbs up, as if after hearing all that, I'm still going to ignore him and invite Jørgen over. I think we could call it a night. I'm tired as hell. Understandable. It's been a long day. Yeah, Lake knows that too. You really gotta bail on this? Wait, what if Lake tells Jørgen anyway? That'd be so funny. Tell me about it. Lake flops onto his bed face down. I step. What the fuck was that?
What was that?
Lake flops onto his bed face down. I step over to the lion, placing the paw on his back. You sure you don't want to talk about it now? Come on, don't wallow. Wouldn't be our first therapy session of the night. Lake groans into the bedspread before rolling over and sitting up again. Jørgen and I hop onto the bed across from him. Are they gonna talk about Torolf? That has to be why. You sure? The floor's yours if you want it. He lets out a puff of air, blowing strands of white mane away from his face. Lake scans the room as if to catch someone listening. I cut ties with Torolf. Oh, Lake. Yeah. What happened? I just couldn't do it any longer. I was so fed up with it, and with him, and... I felt like a toy in his paws. I was okay with it to a certain degree. It was an arrangement that worked until it didn't. And I saw you two getting closer, and I realized I need something else than I have. Something like you do. Not just someone to fuck with. In the corner of my eye, I see Jørgen looking down. The tips of his ears turn deep pink. Me and Jørgen are getting close, but I'm not yet sure if we have what Lake sees. And I thought it was time to come out. I've had enough of being called a boy. But when I try to tell that to him, I realized that I can't. The words just got stuck in my throat. They're gonna come out! If I tried to explain it, he wouldn't try to get it. He'd accept it, I know, but I don't think I'm just looking for acceptance. I needed someone to understand. And he wouldn't because... Lake coughs, struggling to catch his breath. Because that would make things complicated for him. He didn't want that from me. All he ever wanted was for me to make him feel good. What would it even matter to him? It makes no difference to him anyway. So when we were done, I told him I didn't want to meet with him anymore. I wrap my arms around the lion, who sniffles, eyes still wet with tears. Thank you. I'm so sorry. It's okay. I kind of expected that things would end this way. Feeling like I've lost a friend still hurts like hell, though. From what I'm hearing, he was no friend of yours in the first place. He's entitled to his preferences, but I have no doubt that he knew that they came at the expense of your well-being. You don't owe anything to someone who treats you like that. He sighs. I'm sorry, Lake. I know you meant a lot to you. But I promise you, there are so many people out there who will respect you and meet your needs in a way he never did. You deserve the world. Don't accept anything less. Yeah, you're right. Thanks. Lake? What do you mean when you say you're not a boy? Oh, right. I figured I might need to explain that. I'm non-binary. Finally! 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 Our vote finally used they, them pronouns for Lake. Finally! It just felt so wrong to read he, him for Lake after they're out. Okay. Oh, cool. What does that mean for you exactly? Well, like I said, not a boy. Not a girl either. I guess I'm just Lake. You still want us to refer to it that way? I mean, yeah, it's hard to get more neutral than Lake, isn't it? Alex? Jørgen! I don't know. It's such a subtly gender-neutral name, just like Cinder, Aspen, Moss, Gale. Are those people you know? No. They're my Keeps of Kobold characters. Who are all? Also non-binary. You are an open book, my friend. Oops. I was thinking, would you guys mind trying something out with me? I think I want to start using they, them pronouns too. Shocker. Jørgen? I'm kidding. I'm proud of you. Thanks for telling us. Thanks. Do you want me to use they, them pronouns for you around everybody, or... let's keep it between us for right now. Maybe we can figure something out sometime tomorrow? Hey, whatever works for you, we're here for you. Aw, thank you. Lake pulls us both in, wrapping their arms around us. You guys are the best. What else are friends for, right? Yeah. Maybe now it's bedtime. Yeah, I'm wiped. I think I'm going to head back to take a shower. Cool. They flop over onto the bed again, this time facing up. You could go first, Jørgen. I need a sec. Alright. The bat pats my shoulder, and we shuffle off the bed onto the floor, where my mattress was last night, and the night before. In the corner of the room, it leans against the wall, expectant. Maybe we ought to return to Travis. At the door, I shove my footpaws back into my boots and grab my coat. I won't need them, so long as I don't spy any more hyperthermic deer out the window. I'm off then. Don't drown. I'll try. Hot water pours down my spine. My stripes bleed and feather at their inky edges. The day ebbs and flows. Waking up to Jørgen in my arms, falling asleep in his, meeting room for tea, breathing him in for more, exploring the town, exploring the universe. I'm following this rapid, wild, unpredictable course, feeling new feelings and making new memories faster than I could hope to process them. Yet, against all logic, all I want to do is go even further. That's the key, isn't it? There's no logic involved. Like Lake said, now's not the time to think too hard about this. Now's the time to do what feels right. Invite your... Yeah, that's the only option. That's the only fucking option. Bitch. I wish I could tell somebody about all this. I could really use some guidance right now. Now's about the time I would typically run screaming to a trusted friend and spill all my feelings onto the floor. But the opportunity is long gone by the time I reach the door. No. This is fine. I'm fine. Never been better. I just have to go for it. I knock. And there's Jørgen! Welcome back. Hey. So, what's up? Time for bed? There's a lilt in his voice, and his face says, try me. Oh, Late probably told Jørgen about that. With the excitement in Late's eyes, it's like they're watching a sports game. Jørgen, do you want to sleep in my room tonight? I thought you might ask that. Sure. Oh, cool, great. Just out of Jørgen's view, Late gives a silent cheer. Eyebrow raised, the bat turns to see where I'm looking at just as the lion lowers their raised fist and shuts their maw, crossing their arms nonchalantly. Close call. Should we go now, or... Jørgen chuckles. Someone's eager. Yeah, alright. Good night, Late. The bat hops off his bed and passes me on his way to the door. Good night, guys. Have fun! Good night. Jørgen steps out into the corridor. Before I can follow him out, Late calls out to me in a loud whisper. Go get him, Tiger. You're the worst. Sleep well, and, thanks. They shoot me a pair of finger guns. You got it! I close the door and turn around to see Jørgen politely looking away from our obvious exchange. That's nice of him. Ready? Mm-hmm. We stroll down the corridor in silence. Deep breaths, deep breaths. You can do this. I let Jørgen in and close the door behind me. The showers made the rest of the room humid, as if it wasn't stuffy enough for the two of us already. I catch a whiff of my damp towel hanging over the back of the chair, and as I reach over to grab it, I see that none of the room is as tidy as it should be. I frantically toss the towel into the bathroom and shut the door, shove my loose clothes back into the drawers, and smooth out the bedsheets with my paws. When I turn around, Jørgen is just standing there, his eyes narrowed in what I've come to recognize as amusement. Sorry. Why? The, state of things? I've been to your room twice, and each time it was exactly the same as it is now. Oh. You seem pretty nervous. Me? No, why? He chuckles and steps forward, the gap between us shrinks. Is there something I could do to help with that? Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe, Another step forward, and his snout is centimeters from mine. He pushes me back onto the bed. We're almost eye to eye. You're right? Yeah, I'm pretty good. You know... He leans in even closer, whispers in my ear. If words are hard, you don't have to talk. Just do. Oh, right. Just do. Just do. We did it. We did it. We did it, y'all. We did it! So I kiss him, and the world falls away. His tongue, long and nimble, slips aside my maw and dances with my own, gliding across it in slow, soft strokes. He's gentle but confident, not the least bit tentative. He knows what he wants, and hell, I think he knows what I want. I'm already shivering like mad, my anticipation burning up into excitement, pleasure, just raw heat. I whimper as his paw finds its way under the hem of my t-shirt and wanders further up to my chest. He laughs into me. You're pretty good. Pretty good? I don't flatter. If you want great, you've got to earn it. Oh my god. He pulls back, looking away for a second. You don't mind that, do you? Mind what? A little teasing? You seem sensitive is all. It feels like you're having fun. I don't want to spoil that for you, especially if it's your first time. No, it's cool. I kinda like it. How did you know it's my first time? Come on. He chuckles. It's written all over your face. Oh, you little... This time he goes in even harder, shoving both paws under my shirt and exploring my torso with reckless abandon. His paws drift to the hem. Arms up. I do as I'm told, and Jørgen pulls my shirt up over my head. Now he kisses all the way up my neck before returning to my snout. Oh, he's good. You listen well. I like that. At least I'm doing something right. Laughing, he pushes me further back onto the bed and starts undoing my trousers. Shit! You good? I'm fantastic. That's what I like to hear. And he pulls my trousers off. Now I'm sitting here in just my boxers, but he's still fully clothed. Hey, wait, you're still... You haven't taken anything off yet. Yes, and? Say that shit with your chest? You should take more off. Interesting. Just a general opinion, A comment? I'm not sure what to do about that. I sigh. I want to undress you too. So you can say what you want. Excellent. You're evil. I know. Some say it's one of my best traits. Oh, shut up. I lean in and kiss him again. His taste is complex and layered, like fine black coffee. After pulling his shirt over his head, I run my paws along his sides, again feeling the ridges of his ribs, and his short fur, thin but soft, just a velvety fuzz on the membrane of his wings. You're hot. I'm not even doing anything. Doesn't matter, it's still true. Come on, move up. Jørgen pushes me back to the head of the bed and lays me down under him. Kneeling above me, he pulls his trousers off in a smooth motion. Now we're even. Cool. Don't sound so excited about it. What'd you say about not talking? He takes off his glasses. You got me there. Then he leans down and his tongue is back in my maw again. He props himself up on one paw, while the other starts on my chest and ventures lower and lower and lower until it reaches the waistband of my boxers. He pauses. And he reaches in and wraps his paw around my cock, and what feels like a shockwave reverberates through my body. I tremble beneath him even more as he begins to stroke me. I'm all slick with pre already from all the teasing. He has so much power over me. He gets on his knees and pulls my boxers off with both paws. Now everything, my whole body, is exposed to him, but I don't care at all. I don't want to think about anything. I am consumed within him. His presence is my reality. Every time I whimper into his maw, he changes his pace, or his angle, or tries a different spot, experimenting with me, as if he's trying to uncover some secret or unlock something I didn't even know was there. Fuck, he's good. As he speeds up, tension spreads outward from my groin to every muscle, growing almost unbearable, until I succumb to mind and body-numbing pleasure. And I'm floating in space, and the bed beneath me is made of stardust, and we're burning hot in the rays of some distant star, and oh! I'm really close. Good. Come on. Let it out for me. Come on. And in a flash as bright as a supernova, I finish into his paw. I can feel him smell as I moan into his snout, kissing him. Fuck. There you go. That's a good boy. What? I can't even think about that right now, but I kind of don't mind it. Shit. Jørgen sits up and, making pointed eye contact, licks some of my cum out of his paw. He clicks his tongue. Not bad. What? Don't look at me like that, I was just curious. He smirks, diabolical. Oh, okay. I think you might need a shower. Yeah, but what about you? A shower? Not urgently, I don't think. You go on ahead. No, not a shower, you know. Oh, maybe next time. Don't worry too much about it. You can only learn so many things at once. Fair, I guess. My muscles all feel sore from getting so tense. That hot water's going to help, that's for sure. Alright, be right back. See you soon. Have fun. Think of me. Think of me fondly when we say goodbye. Heh, sure. Jørgen, are you a little bit insecure? Are you a little bit insecure about yourself? Is it gender dysphoria? Is it? I don't know. But that seemed a bit one-sided. I know you're okay. I know you said you're okay with it, but that seemed a bit one-sided. I don't know if this is Jørgen's or Arvo's perspective. Let me see. I'm working on a theory. Perhaps we could workshop it together. Tell me what you think. By means not well understood, whether that may be some unhappy arrangement of lines and angles in this building's construction, or some catastrophic collision of subatomic particles, or just the harsh weather. Conventional logic fails here. I saw the moon flicker just now. Okay, so apparently I read a little bit of it, and it turns out maybe it is an Arbor's perspective because he mentions the moon flickering. Let me see. It was in Jørgen's perspective! Fuck! 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 I saw the moon flicker just now. But there's something stranger than that here. I mean this in the kindest way possible. I don't understand you. Believe me, I'm trying. But against my best efforts, I can't fit you, and the way I feel around you, into the model of my existence. You're an anomaly. I've been here before. Not to Mordenson, but somewhere else. Another strange place. That brought me to someone like you. She was a lot like you. Gentle, soft, warm, curious. She always listened to me spelling out the contents of my mind in front of her. She was a tighter too, if you believe it. We were 16 and living in a squat. Runaways, both of us. I just left a shelter for queer and trans youth. Each of us didn't know the other lived there until we'd met at a poetry jam. If you'll excuse me telling you perhaps my most embarrassing fact thus far. We started sharing our work. I read her poems and prose. I showed her drawings and photographs. It was a fruitful period for my creative output then. That's the time you earned by graduating secondary school early. Eventually, we started sharing more. Stories, feelings, dreams, everything really. For the first time in my life, I laid myself bare before someone. Though I left my home behind, I found it again in her. We fell in together, naturally. Stupid kids and their grand ideas. I made her my muse. I wrote her sonnets. She was the true subject of everything I ever created, and the center of all my visions of the future. You don't need to know any of that. I'm just trying to forgive myself for being young. After a while of that, she may have known that I was getting to be a bit much. We fought about it many times, but I never imagined a different life from what we had, or what I planned in my head. And one fine morning, she said I was rotting in the cracked flesh that she needed exercise from her life. Jesus fucking Christ, that stream! She was leaving. I would not follow her, and that was final. By sunset, she was gone. I lied about my reason for abandoning poetry. Sorry. I swore to myself that would never happen again. Those feelings of comfort and closeness were signs that I would hurt, or be hurt just the same. So they never came. That was true for years. Even through every relationship I tried in between, I survived by making myself unreachable. I call you an anomaly because in spite of how hard I am trying to pull away, I feel close to you. In 3 days. And that scares the hell out of me. Hey, what's up? You step out of the bathroom in just a towel. Oh, nothing. Just looking at the moon. It's beautiful, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to go to sleep now. Seems like tomorrow's going to be a long day. Right, yeah. I'll be there in a second. I just want to say first, that was nice. I liked it a lot. Great. Me too. Okay, well, good night, Jørgen. Good night. I wish I could tell you all this. Maybe another time. So it wasn't gender dysphoria. Rise and fall. It's low tide and the sandy expanse stretches kilometers into the sea, lunar and alien. In tiny pools left by the receding waves float stranded jellyfish and octopods, and fantastical creatures fantastical that I find no words for. It's a sight grander than anything I've known before. The immensity of the view threatens to devour me, and I feel so small and so humbled, barely an ant on this aquatic desert. I've never known a coast this majestic, and an ocean this alive, humming an ancient melody. Emerald, sand, ultramarine, rise and fall. The ocean breathes salty and I'm full of seawater, pressing forward. Rise and fall. His chest undulates under my paw, delicate and slim. He's asleep, or at least I think so. I think I'm still asleep too. But the world around me slowly comes into focus. Formless blots of color hurry into shapes and contours, and the delta of my thoughts spelled out slowly come together into streams. And the ocean becomes Jørgen. I'm nuzzled into his neck, and he is where I breathe. And he is the sun pouring in from the window, red on my closed eyelids, but tiny in my arms now. Even as I'm nuzzled into him, he fits into me so neatly. It's impossible to reconcile. This depth I see when I think of him, and this body lying next to me, so close we could seem as one. He always seems to be on guard. Always, but not now. In this dreamlike state, it seems that the boundaries between us blur and move. And I'm filled with joy, but also startled that this person, their whole untamable self, is here, next to me, this morning, as if unconsciously I'd expect him to disappear overnight. Wait for me to fall asleep and then slip away. But he's here, blood and bones and limbs, and his back nestled against me. This short furred belly I pet slowly, so as not to wake him up. I picture us in my head, these two animals entailed under one duvet, and they dissipate into two splotches like watercolor. And I think we're two notes in harmony, reaching out into the morning. Give it up for day 4! Give it up for day 4! I stumble out into the cold. Yay! Whoa, don't fall. Sorry, it's quite a drop. We walk away from the bus, to the edge of the mass of students. I shiver, missing the warm inside of the bus. Tragic was the moment when we had to get up. It all seemed way too brief. Mornings are hard. I don't necessarily agree, but today... He looks up at the gray peach sky, barely lit up by the sun that's not yet out, with eyes that also seem duller today than usual, and yawns slowly. Today isn't easy. I'm sorry for waking you up. Oh, I didn't say that as a complaint. I just stated a fact. I woke up a few times when you were tossing around. That's not a big deal. It's not your fault. I just have a very light sleep. It's always hard for me to sleep with anyone else in the bed. Maybe he wasn't as relaxed and comfortable lying next to me as I thought, which I could have expected. Still, it makes me a tad below. I would have grabbed more blankets if I knew. Well, it was nice falling asleep together. And, mind you, it's not the first time I had to function on little sleep. I survived several music festivals on maybe 4 hours of sleep on the floor a day. What's a too short night in a comfortable bed compared to that? His words are light, but his gaze drifts momentarily, as if recalling those sleepless nights with a mixture of fondness and fatigue. The faintest trace of a smile lingers on his lips, like a memory half formed. But it would be nice to grab a coffee during a break. The one at breakfast didn't feel like enough. The mention of coffee seems to animate him slightly, his posture straightened as though the thought alone could provide a semblance of energy. The cold air around us feels sharper, the faint scent of frost mingling with the distant aroma of pine. How about going now? The first lectures won't start in another 20 minutes. I glance at him. his ears twitching slightly as he considers my suggestion. I wouldn't want to be late. I can check if there are any cafes close by. The worst case, we could grab something to go. Well, that would work perfectly. And I know a nice place on the way to the university. Good room recommended it. They're supposed to have fantastic cannibal. The way he says it, with a slight emphasis on the word as though savoring it, makes me imagine the soft, cinnamon-laced pastries. The thought alone is enough to momentarily dispel the chill in the air. Should we go ahead? We'll have more time. It will be a while before the group gets going. Yes, definitely. I'll catch Arn and tell him we'll catch up to them later. Professor Arn, you mean? Or, since when are you on a first-name basis? Oh, Arn is a sweetheart. But I address him as a professor around others, as not to take away from his authority. Anyway, go ahead, I'll catch you. Ahead where exactly? Ah, right. Forgive me, I really am sleepy. Just right here and I'll be right back. And he goes, back to the crowd and toward the bus. 2 pointy ears moving across the sea of heads. And I can't help but think how lucky I am that it's me he wants to spend time with. Well, believe it, dude. Oh, the smell. It tickles my brain. It's like a drug. Well, it is in fact a drug. No surprise it feels so good. It is such a pretty place. I told you it's nice. For a good run to recommend a place, it must be really fantastic. For what she's told me, Reykjavik has the nicest cafes in the world. Oh, and the ones in Oslo are already so nice. Not to mention expensive. This one is bound to be as well. Just a glance at the saliva-inducing display of indulgent pastries, scones, and treats tells me that much. But the crowd here is mixed. There's a group of students with backpacks in the queue. Right behind a solemn businessman in a gray coat holding a suitcase. And lively chatter surrounds us from all tables and corners. But a pleasant ambiance means nothing if they don't serve good coffee. Let's see how their baristas are doing. What are you ordering? Regular black? I'll go with a drip if they have it ready. Regular black otherwise. To go? Arn told me not to hurry. The lectures will start a bit late. They've seen how sleepy we all were yesterday morning, and they'll give us 15 minutes to grab something from the vending machines and have a coffee and a snack. But because Arn knows me, we get special treatment. Let's have something nice and have it here. Oh, that's fantastic. And yeah, I'd be even more glad now. The vending machine stuff is usually so sad. We join the short queue, standing behind a pair of deer, a mom with a child jumping and pointing towards the pastries excitedly. Not terribly. It still works, and I'm not fussy. Most of the coffee I've had in my life was just instant coffee with oat milk and sugar. Anything else than that already feels pretty special. I see. Well, made sense. By the way, how's your financial situation now? Should I treat you, or are you fine paying for yourself? Oh, no, I'm good, thank you. The scholarship pays well, and I made some extra money writing for articles. Ooh, like essays or journalism? Journalism. I cover events sometimes. It doesn't pay well, but then, it doesn't have to. I mostly do it because I like it and it's just extra money for extra spendings. I thought about saving some for a trip to Bjorkvin in the summer. I really want to ride the train there. It's one of the most scenic routes in Europe, pals down. I've heard about it, yeah. I'd love to go too. And it's not especially expensive if I remember well. No, it's just a regular train with a regular price. Costs as much as night out drinking, but it's so much more fun. And if I go in the summer, I could sleep in a tent on the beach. That brings the cost down considerably. God Medad, have I afforded? I cannot speak. I butchered this language. I'm butchering this poor language. I am so sorry. In drip cafe odium Kanastan talk. Go to the Medad. In drip cafe odium Kanastan talk. That is off. And for me, maybe the same? Of course, it'll be ready in a second. Please wait here. Talk, and where was I? Ah, Bjorkvin. I want to see the bike tunnel they have here. You know how long it is? No. Well, I don't actually remember. I'm still half asleep. But it is the longest cycling tunnel in the world. Let me check quickly. About 3 kilometers according to Wikipedia. 3 kilometers underground? That sounds a bit depressing to be honest, though it is quite a feat. They've put a lot of effort to make it as pleasant to ride through as possible. It's a joint pedestrian cycling road going through a mountain, like in 2 boroughs. The barista, a young you that reminds me of Gudrun, only not as tall and with blonde hair, passes us 2 trays, each with a steaming cup of black coffee and a plate with a bowler. Here you are, Nits Melted. It looks and smells so good. I rarely get myself such treats with my meager student budget, and it only makes it look all the more appealing. The pastries are just perfect, knotty and layered. The golden crust glisten faintly under the soft light. And then the coffee, served in tapered cups, black on the outside but glazed white on the inside to contrast with the black liquid. Oh. Thank you. Let's go find a table, shall we? How about the other room? Seems a bit sunnier than here. Sounds perfect. We put down our trays on the table at the window and sit down opposite each other. Ah, fuck! Jørgen spilled some of the coffee onto the tray in the process, pulling in the tray and soaking it into 2 paper napkins. Really sleepy, huh? My vision isn't great in any conditions, but especially now. I take my napkins and wipe his tray clean, then lift his cup and dab at the paper at the bottom, careful not to spill more. Oh, I could have done it myself. But it's no problem. I didn't want to make you go for more napkins, and I don't think I'll use mine. Well, thank you. He gives me a forced smile, his fingers fidgeting with the hem of his poncho. Is he just that not used to others helping him, or what's going on? I'll go through these away. Want another napkin? I'm good, thank you. The liveliness that added to the mood at first gets a bit gray with constant voices. It's quieter in the room we're sitting in, though, thankfully. I looked back at Jørgen through the portal as I grabbed 2 more napkins just in case anyway. He took out his notebook and has jotted down something, hurrying as if to finish before I come back, the blunt tip of the pen tracing wide arcs in the air. He is a distant sty. I'm a quiet watcher. And I stand there, looking away, giving him the moment alone I feel like he might need. Oh, Arvo? Gudrun, hey there! Came for a coffee too? To grab a bun and then I'm going. I've heard we're starting late today, so I ran back. Waiting for your coffee? Only then I'm realizing I'm standing here and staring into space. Oh, no. I just wanted to fetch napkins, but the pastries looked so good I just kept staring. Me and Jørgen are in the second room if you want to join. I'll be going, but thank you. By the way, don't you ever tell him I told you, but he's really happy with how yesterday went. The messages he sent me this morning were maybe the most emotional I've seen him in writing. By which I mean that he used an emoji. I've never seen him use any before. I shiver, wondering how much Gudrun knows from Jørgen. Possibly everything? Not like it matters much, but I wonder if we're on the same page. But yes, I bet that bullheaded brat wouldn't tell you himself. You mean stargazing on the roof? I haven't heard anything about any roof. I was talking about the kids in the night. Sorry if I know too much. Me and Jørgen just talked a lot. I see. I'm happy you enjoyed it in any case. He's going to start looking for me soon if I don't come back, though. I went away for just a moment. See you later then? See you, and thank you. I'm glad he's happy. He's been lonely for some time now. But yeah, I'm going to. Catch you two later, maybe? Me and some friends want to meet after lunch at the coast. I can ask Jørgen. How'd it? Bless. And she walks away, a bag with a pastry or maybe 2 in her paw. Red berries stain the thin paper. Walking back, I feel much more confident. The stoic-faced bat, cold and distant, told Gudrun he was happy with me. A soft glow settles in my chest. Something warm like a melody in major played on a glockenspiel. There you are. Your coffee's getting colder. And we should be at the uni before the classes start. Where were you? Gudrun was here. Taking some pastries to go. We chatted a bit, but she didn't want to stay. Ah, Gudrun. It's a shame she didn't join us. What does she want? Just say hi, I guess. We talked about this place. I thanked her for the recommendation. I'm glad to hear you two are getting along well. You two are not in the same year, right? Sorry, I just forgot how you know each other. No, I know her from an anarchist venue where I played with the band a few times. She's a fantastic DJ. She starts her sets with light, familiar tracks to draw people in, then transitions into heavier, unexpected things. Things you never think would work in our club, but they do. I asked her about it once, and she says she wants the audience to feel like she was giving them what they want, then slowly introduce them to what she thinks they should hear. Well, I'll be honest, I've never been to a rave. The only DJ I've ever heard was at my high school graduation party. All the more reason to try it sometime. Oh, this pastry is very good. Oh, absolutely. It's so flaky and rich, especially for this kind of dough. What do you think of the coffee? It's very light, brewed expertly, but the roast is lighter than I expected. I think I prefer something bolder. Same here. It's really good, but it feels more like tea than coffee. Like it's missing that punch. Also, what's the scholarship you mentioned? Already managed to land one for achievements? Oh, not yet. I'm not even aiming for one. I was thinking of grants instead. It's a social scholarship, in addition to the usual financial support for students, as I don't receive help from parents. Oh, that's neat. The scholarship part, I mean, not the other. No need to feel sorry. Maybe they'll come around someday, or maybe not. Probably not. I think they've been getting more and more radicalized by the voices they choose to listen to on the internet. But it's their choice and the one they have to live with. I found people I can rely on elsewhere. He said so, but there's still an angry and resilient edge to his voice. For his sake, I really hope he's learned to rely on others too. At least he's open with good rune. That's already a lot. But I want to be there for him too. Are you done? Let's go. It has gone late already. Arvo. Arvo, look at this. I believe this is where we're gonna leave off for today. It is getting a bit long. So what was Jørgen going to show us? Who knows? But Jørgen seemed pretty happy that he got to jerk us off that night, so I don't know, but you know, Arvo should really reciprocate. He should really return the favor. He should start eating Jørgen out. Like, who knows? Like, but we got a motherfucking kiss from Jørgen. Hell yeah. So far, that's a kiss from Lake, Rune, and now Jørgen. Now I got a bunch of other people to get through, and after that, I have to fucking go back to each individual route and play the updates on those. I just want Bjorn. I just want Bjorn in my life. There was no Bjorn in this playthrough. I just noticed. I'm fucking pissed. Actually, there was no Bjorn in the last playthrough too. Fuck. God, that man's so fine. I can't wait till I get to his route. I can't wait until I get to his route. Fucking hell. Well, we're going to continue this in the next part. In the meantime, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. And subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the visual novel in the description below if you want to play it for yourself, as well as a link to my Blue Sky if you want to support me on that platform. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friend Zid the Red Panda made for the February game jam called When You're Mine. Please do show your support to it. And if you do enjoy it, maybe consider rating it and commenting on it on itchio. We love reading those. It makes our day. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!